What's poppin', Glen's paternity test results? It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Belle Collective Season 2 Reunion Part 2. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken seriously. So if that works for you, then let's get into tonight's review. But before I start, I have some behind the scenes tea for you all. This past week, Miss Belle Collective herself, Keisha, reached out to your girl via the DMs, and this is what she had to say. She wrote, Miss Keisha, I just watched your YouTube review on the reunion show. Baby, you were spot on. This was my review of all of their outfits that she's discussing. She said, I waited too long to order my dress and it did not make it in time. So that was not my dress of choice. I told y'all that that's what it looked like, that she had to order something last minute. I said it. Y'all be doubting your girl. I be knowing. I'm a fashion girl. I know these things. So she also said, I was literally running the streets of NYC in the fashion district trying to find a damn red dress 2 days before I was leaving for Jackson. That was the only damn thing I could find in red that I didn't have to alter. And if I would have known Tamara was wearing red, I damn for sure would not have had it on. Shady. I had to come and tell you that you have a new fan in me because I am real with my shit, and baby, I see you are real with yours. You can put your money on me next time though, because that shit will never happen again. Now my hair, my stylist is the shit. I think my edges may have gotten a little agitated at all that damn line that was going on in the room. Thank you so much again, Keisha, for reaching out and setting the record straight. Me and her are trying to cook up a date to do an interview. I'm so happy that she's one of these reality stars that gets me, gets my channel, gets my review style, and didn't take anything personal. So shout out to her. I'm glad that she cleared everything up, and she does seem like a really cool girl. So hopefully we can schedule an interview very, very soon. Now let's get into part 2 of the reunion. Part 2 of the reunion begins exactly where we left off last week, with Carlos bringing out the paternity test results for Glen's alleged baby. So we get right to it, and he was in fact not the father. And he was like, I told you. I know you can't believe everything I say, but I told you on this. And, you know, Leticia is just shaking because she was just so nervous. And he's begging her to come back and not to leave him. And, you know, Carlos points out that, you know, she's a nervous wreck, and she begins to cry, and all the ladies begin to cry. And I'm like, you doing all that fist pumping, Glen, but it still doesn't negate the fact that you still cheated on this woman, and that we even had to go through this whole thing in the first place. So it ain't no I told you. We wouldn't have even been in this place if you had kept your dick in your pants and kept your body at home, your body, mind, heart, and soul at home with me. We wouldn't even been in this predicament, sir. The fuck? So then Carlos says this really dynamic speech about how men, when they're basically like the breadwinners of the family and they're the one holding things down and taking care of their wives financially, that a lot of the times they end up using that as a reason for them to treat their wives badly and to step out, and how it's not fair to hold your woman back in fear of them becoming bigger or more than you. And then it's not fair to put that burden on your wife to feel like, if I go to reach for my dreams or to do what I want to do for myself, that I could fear not only losing my husband and my family, but him cheating on me and You know what I'm saying? Bringing somebody else into the situation, how it's just not fair. And Carlos was talking about, how he himself had to go through that, with women in his family. And, all the women are just emotional because they all understand exactly where he was coming from with that. And it was really just emotional, that whole situation. I still say he ain't learned nothing, because just the fact that you was even DMing with other women, like you ain't learned nothing. So I say still stay away, but hey, it ain't my marriage, god damn it. So Cliff is then asked on whether or not he did sleep with JJ's ex. Now, I'm assuming that the ex is Selena. That's what I'm assuming. Am I correct? Because that's what I told Sheridan. I put my money on it that it was Selena. I think it would be dope if Selena and her man, because I think she's supposed to be getting married, I think she's engaged, would join the show. That way we can really get the whole family dynamic with JJ, Gucci, and the girls, and then to add Selena and her new man in there. I think that would be perfect. I would love to see Selena added within this group of women, because you need a personality like Selena in this group of women, somebody that's dingy. Because remember, Selena used to be dingy as hell. Selena was dingy, but she was really pretty and she was fun, but she'll get with you when need be. You know what I'm saying? I think she would make a great addition to the show. Carlos, I know you watch my reviews. Go ahead and do that. You need to add me on the hiring and firing team. I'm telling you, hire me as an AD. I think that's the people that hold the boom box. No, I don't want to do that. But yes, let me come in and do the hiring for these Bells and these Huntsville girls. You need to do a Love and Marriage St. Louis. That's what you need to do. This is an untapped market. And I know some folks. Call me. Hell, I would be the face of the franchise. But I ain't in love. And I ain't married. Well, shit, neither is goddamn Destiny. Shit, I could be on the show. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. Let's do a Love and Marriage St. Louis edition. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes. I'm just coming with all the tea. Don't be taking my ideas and not giving me no credit for it neither. Anywho, so Cliff admits that he, in fact, did sleep with JJ's ex. At first, he said he didn't sleep with him. He was wide awake, and everybody cracked up laughing. But yeah, he admitted that, he did sleep with whoever this ex was. Then we go to the Tamara and Damon segment. And when asked, did he have any kind of relationship with Taisha other than friendship, he says no. They never kissed. They never was together. They never had sex. None of that. And that he been dealing with this situation with her now since August of last year. And how, it's hard for him to, go at a woman. That's why Tamara was handling it. But he was like, she's lying. And basically she was clout chasing just to get on to the show. And they both think that she is infatuated with him. Tamara even goes on to say that season 1, when Taisha did the decor at one of Latrice's events, that she went to the producer saying that she had dirt on all of the girls. Leticia said that she didn't know anything about this until Tamara brought that information to her. I need some more clarification on this whole situation next season. I need for this to be wrapped up in a bow with Leticia confronting Taisha about whether or not she was lying, and were you going to the producer saying you had dirt on us. Now I need for that situation to be closed up that way. And like Tamara said, I need more evidence, and for somebody that's more credible than her, for her to be saying that she had any type of relationship with Damon. I would still like to see that conversation be had in front of her, for him to, check her in a, respectful way and be like, you lying. You flat out fucking lying. I still need a bow to be added to this situation for me to get any type of closure, and for the audience to get any type of closure, because no way is you coming onto my show starting shit and then lying involving me. I'm talking about Leticia. And then to come to find out, you telling producers and shit, emailing them, talking about you got dirt on all us. Yeah, that needs to be a confrontation between Leticia and all the other girls, including what's her name, Latrice and Marie. They all need to confront her ass. Like, what the fuck is that about? Okay, so Damon and Tamara are currently living together, and he was like, unfortunately, because her ass is OCD, they are having unprotected sex because they are trying to have a baby. And I guess things are really going good between them. You know, I said that I was on the fence about whether or not him and Taisha had anything going on. I'm back to believing him. I'm back to 100% believing him. But like I said, I need that 10% of me still is like, no. I need for that situation, like I said, to be face to face where they have a conversation where all parties involved are present. We then go to Latrice and Cliff and their whole baby situation. And she says she still don't want to have a baby because, you know, she's still struggling with trusting the men in her life not to leave. And, you know, her growing up without a dad and all of this stuff. And Cliff says that, you know, he supports her. If she's not ready right now, then he understands that she needs to do what she needs to do for herself and growing her business. And, you know, Latrice gets very emotional and starts to cry. And I just, no, I don't know. I feel like she don't want to have a baby, but then a part of me feel like she putting 10 on 20. Marie had even accused her last week on social media of lying about that whole scene where she took the pregnancy test and that whole thing was faked and that she was lying to the producers for a storyline. So who knows, child? Who knows? So backstage during one of their breaks, Leticia and Glenn talk in their dressing room. And, you know, she congratulates him on the paternity test being negative and says that she's ready to date again. And he said he would love to continue to date her and he wants to continue to rebuild their relationship. I just frankly think that's a huge mistake. But, you know, she ain't ready yet. She ain't ready yet. She still love him. She's still in it. She still want to believe that he gonna change. And I don't see it. I just really honestly don't. And I think that she's caving way too soon because once again, you was just on here yelling at him about talking to other women on social media. So like, and why are you congratulating him on this baby not being his? Like, that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard of. Like, I'm not about to congratulate you that your nut didn't connect with her eggs. Like, what? Oh, Jesus. Anywho, so then Sanjay, Star, and Dee come out. And Sky couldn't be there because she was doing some dance competition or whatever. So when asked, does she feel like things have gotten better between her and the girls, Dee says, not really. She feels like they need to do more therapy to get to, you know, having a sisterly bond. And I agree that there does need to be conversations that are had, but I think that at this point it's pretty much a lost cause because they're all getting older now. They're all grown. Some are married with kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessary for everybody to be sisterly and buddy. Like, it could literally just be we speak. We may be kiki when we see each other, but we don't have to be all up under each other like we sisters. Everybody just not meant to have that type of relationship. But I do think that there are deeper conversations that need to be had so they can deal with whatever issues they have stemming from their childhood. Sanjay even agrees that they do need to have more counseling. Dee goes on to say that she does feel like she was treated differently because of her complexion, and not just only in their household, but just in the world generally. And Sogucci then says that she feels like she failed her daughter because she should have been, you know, constantly telling her she's beautiful and she's wonderful no matter what. And when Carlos asked the girls, do they think that she was treated differently because she was a few shades darker than them. Star goes on to say, in the world, yes, but not at home, that she didn't feel like they were treated differently. And to be honest with you, I don't think that they were treated differently because of their skin complexion. I think it goes back to what she said on that episode. This came out of Dee's mouth in her confessional, that her and her brother felt like they were kind of like pushed to the side because her mother was catering to the girls so much. And I think that stems from whatever was going on with Selena at that time, where they had to come stay with them, whatever that situation was about. And I think that it was a situation of her trying to, show the girls that, I love you. I'm not no evil stepmother. I'm here for you. You're not going to be treated differently. I don't think that that had anything to do with their skin complexion. I think that her being young, that's the way she took it. But I don't think it had anything to do with skin complexion. Was it wrong for her mom to focus more on the girls and not her and her brother, and make them feel like they were like old news? Yeah. But like I said, I don't think that that's the girl's fault. I think that's more Gucci's fault. You know what I'm saying? And even JJ pointed out that, yes, the girls were treated differently in the world because they were celebrities. They were on a hit reality television show. When they went places, people did know who they were. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it stemmed from all of that. I don't think that it had anything to do with colorism or anything like that. But at the end of the day, I'm just on the outside looking in. I'm not her. I can't tell her how to feel. But yeah, it's just some healing that needs to be going on over there, child. So then Carlos asked Marie, when she made that comment on the show that you can't trust somebody with light eyes, what did she mean by that? And she was like, it was just purely shade. Like, she didn't mean anything by it. And I do think that it was shade, but I also do think that, we are and have been brainwashed to say, light-skinned people just automatically think they're cuter than us. And that's not representative of everybody. There are a lot that do think that way. You know what I'm saying? But I think that that's just been, like I said, pinned in our brains to think and feel that way. So after that, it's Marie's segment. And, of course, she's still dealing with her lupus and everything. She says that she's not going to give up on her mom and that her son is doing really, really great as far as being in school and being a dad to his kids. And at the end of the episode, all the girls let us know what they're doing right now. And Tamara says that, she's been traveling with work and she's just really in a happy space when it comes to her job. Latrice just closed on a 4,000 square foot building that she's going to have her beauty supply in, as well as different suites. So that is just huge. And it's going to give so many different opportunities to women and men in Jackson, and how her and Howard Hewitt are working on different Airbnbs, which is really dope. Keisha says that she's put a committee together for Ferris Street and that they just submitted a proposal to break ground on some buildings and everything. It's sad that Leticia is not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because she was the one that did bring light to that situation. Hopefully they can make amends and come together, because they'll do more together than separately in my eyes. So Gucci says that she's taking her brokerage license and she's looking for a building so she can have her own fitness studio. And Leticia says she's doing self-help books and working with Marie on field properties. So everybody's just thriving in their careers. And Carlos thanks the ladies for a phenomenal season. I do think that season 2 was great. Overall, I'm going to give season 2 of Belle Collective an A-. It was good. It really was good. I'm looking forward to season 3. They have been renewed. And Carlos, once again, you need to take me up on that offer. You need to bring Selena on the show if she's willing. I think that would be a great addition. You need that funny, dingy character on the show. We need that type of energy. Could you imagine Keisha and Selena in a room together, oh my God, that would be hilarious, because Keisha would be looking like, who in the fuck hired this dingbat? I think it would be hilarious. And Carlos, you need to come scouting in St. Louis for Love and Marriage St. Louis, okay? It's popping in the Midwest. You done did the South. Now come on over here to the Midwest, okay? And the last thing I have to say about this season, and especially about the reunion and this one specific person, is JJ. Unacceptable, sir. Unacceptable. Please let it go. Let it go. You don't have no hair, nigga. You don't have any hair at the top. This is not appropriate. This is blasphemous. It's disrespectful. It's borderline narcissistic. Because how dare you think that, y'all got me fucked up. I'm gonna rock this. I'm gonna hold on to my couple of strands of hair at the top of my head. You gonna deal with it. No, sirree, Bob. You are out here literally looking like King Viserys from the House of the Dragon. Stop it. Stop it now. That's what y'all need to be in therapy over, is this bullshit. Daddy, why won't you let it go? Daddy, why won't you just go bald? Or hell, get you a unit if you gonna do it. If you gonna do it, because you can't tell me you ain't got braiding hair on the sides. You ain't got but a pinch of hair. So you're not opposed to wearing some extra hair. So can you please go down to Goddess Links and get you a unit done, please, sir? Because I don't want to see this anymore. We had to put up with this shit for I don't know how many seasons of Bring It On. I'm not doing this with you, JJ. I'm not doing this foolishness with you. Stop it. Stop it now. Okay. Let me know what you guys thought about Reunion Part 2. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.